Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make a really good comfort food favorite in my house that we call poor man's pizza. My mom taught me this recipe. I taught it to my husband. It's super simple, so let's get started. The first thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 400 degrees, and this is a great recipe to, you know, do hands-on stuff with your children. My son loves to help me in the kitchen, but today I'm filming, so he's going to help me tomorrow when we have leftovers. But let me tell you the ingredients that you need. As you can see here, I have laid out my English muffins, and I just bought basic English muffins from the store. This is what they look like. This is the Thomas brand, and you'll take one English muffin and you'll cut it in half, and that's how you get these. There are, how many? 6 English muffins in here, so I have 12 little mini pizzas. This is not only a great thing to do with your children, but it is also an awesome finger food for them as well. It's the perfect size for them, so this is great. The next thing you're going to need is pizza sauce, and I like the squeeze bottle one by Contadina Roma style tomatoes. It's a pizza squeeze sauce. It's squeezable, so it's, you know, an easy top to have, and you're going to need that as well. I'm going to go ahead and just get this open. And like I said, these are squeezable. You can get the jar or the cans, whichever works for you. I just like these because they're a lot faster. You're also going to need mayonnaise, and I'm just using the regular light best yet mayonnaise. I have already scooped it out, and it's in my little Tupperware container here. This is, I would say, about 1.25 cups worth of mayonnaise. You're going to need all your toppings that you'll like. We like to have olives, so I have sliced olives here. This is just regular canned olives. We love pepperoni, so we get the pepperoni that you can get in the deli section of any grocery store, and this is sliced up and ready to go, so it's really easy, again, kid friendly for children. And then we have mozzarella, and this is the shredded mozzarella. You can definitely use block mozzarella and then go ahead and shred it yourself if you want, which we have at home, but the kids like to eat our block mozzarella as like string cheese, so this is the best way to go. You can choose if you want reduced fat or what have you. I went with reduced fat, and this is 2 cups approximately. We like a lot of cheese, so I did buy 2 bags just in case. So again, preheat to 400 degrees, and what we're going to do now is we're going to take our pizza squeeze bottle, and I'm going to go ahead and just squeeze it onto our little mini pizzas here. And you can decide as much or as little as you want to put. And this is always the fun part for the kids, because they can do all the squeezing and the spreading and, you know, adding all the toppings. It's always really cool. And then you'll spread it out as if you were doing regular pizza sauce, and this way you can tell if you need to add more, just like so. Now, if my husband's helping me, he always cuts the English muffin really nice. I just kind of rushed through it and kind of just tore some apart. But that's what's so great about these, is that there is no right or wrong, and, you know, it's just the perfect thing to have with kids. Again, like I said, these are little bite-sized pizzas for them. My oldest will probably eat about 3, sometimes more. So you can make more or less. It's fast. You can also pre-make them and put them in the refrigerator until you're about to make it. So like, if I wanted to, I could have made it yesterday and then popped it in the oven when it was time to go. I'm just adding a little bit more pizza sauce on some. Again, it's up to you. I know some people don't like a lot of pizza sauce. I just love this. You can also do it with Texas toast, the garlic bread. will work well. English muffins for us are really expensive. So I usually will do this only when English muffins are on sale, or we'll do it with the Texas toast, which works out really well. It holds its shape and has a nice garlicky flavor. So once you do that, you're going to go ahead and just kind of turn this and move this on the side. The next thing you want to do is get your mayonnaise out. Okay, so we have our mayonnaise here. I'm going to take our mozzarella cheese, our shredded mozzarella, and we're going to pour it into our mayonnaise, just like so. Get all the little pieces that like to stay stuck in there. And you're just going to mix it up. Now, the reason, while mozzarella is really creamy and it has a great creamy consistency, the reason why we add the mayonnaise is, one, this is called poor man's pizza for a reason. So when we were kids, my mom used to make this, and she would make it with very little ingredients and stretch it out. And how she did that was she added mayonnaise to the cheese. It kind of makes it a little oily, but at the same time, it stretches it out, makes it a lot more creamier, and makes the cheese just ooey gooey, just the way you want it. Just the way a pizza should be. So it's all mixed up like this. And you want to make sure you combine it really well, because if you don't, then you're going to have to deal with all of that kind of mayonnaise stuck in there. And I'm not a big mayonnaise person at all. In fact, I couldn't even look at mayonnaise most of my life without having a major gag reflex. So, I want to make sure that it's combined well. As you can see, it looks pretty good and combined. You can definitely add a little bit more cheese if you want. Well, that's done. I'm also going to go ahead and open up the pepperonis. And get my olives ready. Actually, I shouldn't pile it up over here. I'm going to turn my tray around. Okay, so I have my pepperonis as well. And I'm going to take the cheese mixture and I'm going to scoop it out on each pizza. Make sure your hands are clean, and this is the cool part and why the kids love it so much, is because you're actually going to get your hands going in there. Obviously, if you are planning to refrigerate leftovers, I would not suggest using the same spoon. But you want to kind of put an even amount, and then you can go back and add more cheese as you need. So I'm kind of doing about a tablespoon of cheese on each pizza. Just like so. And you can go back and spread it out after. And it'll just make it really creamy when it bakes up. Oh, there's my oven, all nice and preheated. Again, 400 degrees. This is the part the boys like to put like the pepperonis and stuff on. It's just a great, and you don't even have to put toppings if you want. You can also mix in some Italian seasoning into your cheese if you want to. But that's why I like to get like the pre-made pizza sauce, because it usually has all of the ingredients that you need for flavor. But you can put Italian seasoning, some garlic, whatever you decide you want to put in there. So that is how it's set up right now. So that I have just a little bit left, so I'm going to go and add some more topping on some pizzas that look like they could use more. Or the ones that I want, because I love pizza. I love pizza and cheese. That's like my favorite things. Just like that. And you can put it in a different order as well. If you want to put the cheese all the way on the top and decide you want to put the pepperoni on the bottom, you can definitely do that as well. This is, you play it by ear and you do how you would want it to be. That's what makes this so fun for the kids, because one can decide they want one topping, the other can decide they want another. We like to have mushrooms on top ours as well. But the mushrooms were not on sale at the store, and now you're just gonna go and spread it out. You can tell which ones I'm gonna eat with all that cheese. Okay, it's all spread out. Now what you're going to do is start layering on your toppings. Let me just wash my hands. Okay, now we're gonna layer our toppings on, and so we're gonna start with the pepperoni, and depending on how much you want to put, I usually like 3. Now over here. I mean over there.
Get over here, Isaac. Come on.
And just continue. Like I said, you can put as much or as little as you want to put. You can also change it up if you want to do pineapple and ham. Sometimes we'll cut up cold cuts and shred those on. Portuguese sausage or linguiça is a good choice as well. That works. That's a smaller one, so we'll just put 2. And again, like I said, this is just perfect for the kids. Okay, now we're going to take our olives, and our olives are, again, just the regular canned black olives. And you decide how many you want to put on. I really like olives, so I'm going to kind of pile it on, a couple of them for me. And it's just me and the boys tonight. You want to make sure, however, that you kind of get the olives on there pretty good, because as the cheese melts, it can roll off. The pepperoni will usually stay. The olives can roll off. So just kind of push it in. And you decide as much or as little as you want. When you do it with Texas toast, you fit a lot more on there. So that is also awesome as well. And again, like I said, it'll have the garlic flavor, which will just make it so much better. If you guys have had the Pizza Hut pizza on the garlic bread, it's similar to that, except this way is going to be a lot more cheesier than Pizza Hut. Just keep piling it on. And it's a fast dinner, totally fast. Because we are about done. It's going to go in the oven, and usually we put it in the oven until the cheese browns, you know, starts to get golden brown, and you can tell it's like it'll melt, and the pepperonis look like they've crisped up a little bit. Okay, so that is it. I would say put it in at 400 degrees, put it in for about 7 minutes, and then check it and see how it does. And I'll come back and show you guys the ooey gooey greatness when it's all done. Alright guys, so here are our mini poor man's pizzas. They were in the oven at 400 degrees for 20 minutes. I timed it. Normally I don't, just because we kind of look at how we want it, and then that's when it's done, it's done. They are really hot. So I would suggest letting them sit for a minute or two before you serve them to the children. We call them keiki here in Hawaii. But they are ooey gooey and delicious. I would suggest, and I forgot to do this, to spray your foil down with Pam just so you can get them up and out a lot easier. I forgot to do that, but that's okay because it's got oil in the cheese. It actually should lift up fairly okay. So it kind of acted, you know, a little bit like a slippery slick surface, but that is basically it, and you can decide however you want to plate it up. But those are it, and I will take pictures and post them on my blog as well as in the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this really fun, fast tutorial. It's great on those days where you want to just include the kids in making dinner or lunch. And definitely we've done this for potluck before with the garlic bread because it's a little bit cheaper than English muffins here, and they're always a great hit. So I hope you guys enjoy. Thanks so much for joining me here and cooking with me today, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.